Alright, welcome back everybody. Today we'll be doing a tutorial video, so if you're here for entertainment, sorry it's not the video, but there are plenty others, so go ahead and watch that, or just stick around and learn something. But yeah, in today's video I'll be teaching you how to build better, how to build stuff like this. Cool boats, big awesome planes, and well, I'm not great at cars, but I can give you some tips on them. So yeah, this will teach you just how to get a good basic learning of the game. Let's get into it. Okay, we're gonna start with the two simplest yet most helpful glitches in the game: the steering hinge glitch and the piston glitch. So the steering hinge glitch will basically allow you to glitch most blocks into another block, just like that. See how it just goes right through it, and then you can shape it to make whatever shape you want. We'll get more in depth on that later. And then the piston glitch will do the same thing, but in a different way. Just like that. Now, so a few things you should know about these is, for one, if something is on a steering hinge already, or any moving thing like any steering hinges, rotating servo, or suspension, any block with a moving thing. So any block that has like some moving part to it besides engines, because they don't actually move, they will not allow you to piston or to steering hinge glitch another block into it. Just to wipe that out. You'll see, 'cause this will break. Yeah. But you can steering hinge glitch another block onto that block. So as long as it's on a solid surface, you can do it. But as you can see, that other piece, this piece kind of just breaks. Yeah, and then that is also the same for pistons. Okay, now we got the pistons here, and you'll see that by trying to grab them all in one, it's not happy. It does not work. But if you just do, you can see it's not glitching in because we're trying to glitch the that other weapon in that is on a different one. So just like the steering hinges, they won't do that. But if we just swap it like this, we just bring this gun down so that it's all connected to one thing, it will go right in. And yes, it can go through that floor because there's not another block in that floor. It's only 2 blocks going at each other. That's all the game wants. No more than 2 blocks. Double turret. Now let's move on. Now we're going to be moving on to the next part where I'll show you to build certain shapes like boats and planes. Let's get to it. Okay, for this next one we'll be doing a boat shape, so I'll just put that over here somewhere, and yeah, I'm going to show you to do it. So we're obviously gonna, we're just going to get a design like this. We'll see how wide we want the boat. We're just going to go with this for now. No, I will not be building whole boat, by the way. One on each side, right? Because it's got to go in and in. And then we will use these. Or we'll get some blocks. I'll give this one a lot of angles for the sake of learning purposes. We're gonna bring this block out here because remember what I said. You can't have two. You can't stack steering hinges for glitching. It does not work. And then to activate your steering hinges, I recommend an altitude sensor or, yeah, whatever else you want to use. Just hook it up like that. And then we'll set the settings on this. I always just do speed to steering helps 0 and all the angles, whatever you need. I think we're just going to do 10. Yep, just gonna face this one inward. So now you can see it's facing in, and we're gonna want that again. But what we're gonna do is, since, like I said, we can't glitch into a block that's disconnected, we're gonna branch off of our frame, you can call it, whatever word you want to use. Just like this. Just copy that to the other side. And then you can see it glitches in just fine with that, no issues. And you might have noticed there's a bit of a gap there, so we'll up the angle on this slightly. And yeah, you can see it glitches in just perfectly, and we're slowly starting to create a boat shape. So we'll just do that, and we're slowly getting a boat. Make sure they're connected, yep. Then we're gonna do the exact same thing again. Just like that, simple. See, it's all starting to come together. Oh, we put this one a little far up. Let's bring it down. We'll just up the angle on that one a little bit. Or like 12.5 is good. You can see it goes in nicely. And you can see we're slowly starting to make the shape of a boat. Crazy thought. And I think with the front, we're going to turn the angle a lot up. Increase it by quite a bit. Oh, and then take these blocks down to 2. Yep, just like that. And then since this is a solid block, it'll glitch in just fine. Very happy. We're actually going to switch it to this though. Yep, and then, well, this is always the tricky part on deciding what you want to do for the tip of it. You can really do whatever you want in this scenario, just to connect it as nice as you can. I'm probably going to take these tail lights, just do something like that. Nothing crazy, but yeah, that's the shape of the boat you can see. And then obviously you got the bottom. I recommend you make this 1 wide, by the way. I don't know why I did 2 wide. You should always make it an odd width. But yeah, and that is how to build a boat shape. Now it's going to be different for every boat, so whatever boat you choose, yeah. But that is a rough start. And then, okay, so now we're going to be moving on. Okay, for this next one, we'll be doing planes. We're going to start with the tip of the plane because it is one of the hardest parts of the plane. So right here I have an F-16 tip you might have recognized, and this uses everything I just showed you. And just also a reminder, it's about knowing how to use the blocks well. That is very important. If you don't know the blocks well, you're not gonna be able to see what works. So as you can see here, this piston is down into here, goes down into here because, well, this tube, it's on the way of this block and we don't want that. And yeah, these just surround this nicely, and we have this on a slight, very slight upwards, just to give it a little bit of a gap. And yeah, that goes into that nicely, and then all the steering hinge glitches being used to bring that all into one nice piece. Okay, and for our next tip here, we have a MiG-23 front, and this uses, same as before, all the glitches. Uses the piston glitch to put this piece up into here, make that the speed sensor for the plane, and then the steering hinges to just shape it all in nicely. Yeah, pretty simple stuff. And then for prop planes, a bit different. I'm not very good at them. You can see that. Let me go to build mode. It's all these 2 props combine into each other. And then since these are 2 wide and this is 3 wide, the plane's 3 wide, the props are 2 wide. I have this piston here that's set on a 0.15 to center the prop with the plane, as you can see. And then the bottom part's pretty bad, but I was just being lazy on this plane, so whatever. And yeah, and then you can see I piston glitched these into here just so they could show just enough to where what I need. Looks pretty nice, but yeah. So that is how to make, I guess, the front of a plane, just a simple design front. And I'll show you a few more things like wings. Yeah, we could do those real quick. These are a pretty bad example. They don't look great, but you can see kind of just like a boat. I just shape it as needed. keeping it all connected to solid blocks. See, this connected to a solid block, and then stuff follows over here, and then there's another steering hinge right here, and it connects to all these and makes it go in nicely. So yeah, that is planes for you. Now we'll go into cars, even though I'm not great at it. Okay, on to the cars slash vehicle, I don't know, road vehicle section. I guess we'll start with this. So this is a giant off-road truck I built, and you can see it's really nothing crazy looking. It's just, it has a lot of details, and it has a lot of small things. It's got all the stuff up here, the horn, the lights, the orange LEDs, the sirens. But yeah, it's just got a lot of cool details to it. It's even got an engine in it. So yeah, you can see it's nothing crazy looking. It's just a lot of detail, so it all goes together very nicely. I'll show you how I did it. So this piece goes into here just to give it that slight bump, you know, because it just looks nice to have a bit of a rounded off edge there. And then this, actually, the whole red part right here, I'll just paint it a different color. It actually goes down onto the engine just to make it easier and for everything to work happier and better. And also so it can glitch into our fender wells right here, same as our lights do, to get those to go in place, just like that. And yeah, and then even in the front bumper here, there's some slight angles just to make it look that much better. So yeah, just a lot of little details. They make it look quite nice. We'll go into our next build. This is a sand rail I built because cool. You can see it's also really nothing crazy. It's a pretty simple build, but just because of some things I added, like for one, all the seats lean. If anybody noticed that, all the seats lean back a bit. And then yeah, it shapes in really nicely. You can also notice how well everything, just how slim it is, how nice the scaling is. You gotta make sure you got the scaling right, because otherwise it'll look goofy. But yeah, because of that, it just turned out nice. It's simple, but it's nice. And then for this car here, cars are extremely difficult in a whole new world, so it takes a lot of practice and loads of skill to build them good, but this one is the only one I have that turned out decent, and I'll show you what I did to make it look decent. Starting with the hood here, it's got mini steering hinges on pistons. Zero drag is quite annoying. To shape the hood into going curved like that, and then bringing it down to the right height, just like that. You go. Just like that, and you can see I did that for the whole for most of the hood, right? And then the roof, this one was quite tricky. I'm not good at roofs at all, but it's the same exact thing, just on a larger scale. I just put on a steering hinge, got it to the right thing, and curved it down. And then loads of other smart piston glitching, like all of this back here, since it obviously wouldn't go in. I just piston glitched it in just like that. And then same with multiple other things, like this side trimming here you see on the car, right here. This is pistoned in so it goes in just slightly, not too much, not too little. So we have a slight gap there, just so it doesn't go in too much. Because, well, funny thing is, I've tried to build that car. That's the second attempt at that car. In the original attempt, you can see how this thing's hideous. That I did not use a piston there, and so it's a whole entire block in, and that's just weird looking because it's way too much. You can see how much better this one looks than that one. Yeah, so pretty simple stuff. Let me get into the alright everybody, that is all for today's video. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you learned something, or learned a lot, whatever. But yeah,